this video is to help you with the reseller setup. First, you will need to contact the DataTill support center to help you enable the reseller module. Next, you will need to set up your commission and commission report, your commission categories, and link your commission categories to your data packages. Let's start with your commission and commission report. To do this, you will need to go to Sales, Sales Settings, and then click on Reseller Setup. On the screen, you will need to determine your default reseller commission type. This can either be once-off or set to monthly. This will be applicable to all resellers unless otherwise set on the reseller profile. Next, you will need to determine the reseller VAT allocation. You have one of three options: auto-determine, VAT inclusive, or VAT exclusive. Auto-determine means if there is a VAT number on the reseller profile, the reseller will always receive VAT inclusive amounts. If there is no VAT number on the reseller profile, the reseller will always receive VAT exclusive amounts. The second option is VAT inclusive. This means all resellers will always receive VAT inclusive amounts, whether or not there is a VAT number on the reseller profile. The last option is VAT exclusive. This means the reseller will always receive VAT exclusive amounts, whether or not there is a VAT number on the reseller profile. Next, you will need to set up your reseller commission report. First, you will need to determine on which day of the month you would like to pull the report. You can do this on any day of the month, and you will also be able to set a flexibility date, so 4 days or 5 days before or after the set date. Next will be the unlock date restrictions for admin users. If this is set to yes, Sales and Helpdesk admin users will be able to download the commissions report at any time of the month. If this is set to no, they will need to download this report on the 20th with a 4-day leeway. Next, you need to choose how many months your report needs to reflect. This can either decrease or it can increase. You also have an option to automatically send the report to your reseller on this day specified. And the last, you have your report footer message. So here you can add a custom message to the footer of the report. After making any changes here, remember to click on the Update button. To determine your commission categories. Your commission categories will become your default commission structure on certain product types like wireless or LTE. You will need to determine whether the specific product type has a percentage commission value or whether it has a commission amount. To find your commission categories, you will need to go to Billing, Billing Setup, and then click on Commission Categories. You will see that there is already a pre-populated list here. You will need to edit these amounts or percentages to your commission structures that you have with your resellers. After making changes, click on the Update button. If you need to add additional commission categories, click on Add Commission Category. You will need to enter a description, choose whether it is a percentage or an amount, and then click on the Add Commission Category button. These commission categories will now need to be linked to your data products. You will only be able to link one commission category to a data product. You will not be able to link multiple commission categories to data products. Yeah. Currently, you are able to override the wireless commission category for each reseller. This means in the case that one reseller receives 15%, you will be able to determine that on the customer's profile. However, as previously mentioned, that is only for the wireless category. In the case that you need to delete a commission category, it is important to note the two following items. 1. You will only be able to delete categories that have not been created by the system. 2. You will not be able to delete a category if it is still linked to a data product. Next, we will link your commission categories to your data packages. To do this, you will need to go to Billing, Products, and then click on Data Products. Part of the setup will require you to link your commission categories to your data packages. If this is not done, the commissions part of the reseller module will not work. If the reseller sells a specific data package, but there is no commission category linked to this data package, then the reseller will not be able to claim commission on that specific product. To ensure that the process goes a bit faster, the system will already link all your wireless products to the correct commission category. If you have more than one, for example, wireless category, you will manually need to go correct the commission categories which are linked to the data packages. Other data products, for example LTE, fiber, VoIP, etc., will need to be manually linked to the correct commission categories. To link your commission category to your data package, you will need to click on the Edit button. On your Primary Details tab, you will need to ensure that this product is visible to admin users as well as visible to customers. Next, you will go to your Billing tab. On your Billing tab, you will need to choose the commission category. When you have made these changes, you can click on Save Changes. To see a list of all data packages that have not been linked to specific commission categories, you can go to the Show Hide columns, and then you can choose to see the commission category, commission percentage, or the commission amount. Here we can see that this one has a missing category, which means there will be no commission percentage or commission amount.
Just as a refresher, you will need to set up 3 things to complete your reseller setup: your reseller setup, your commission categories, and you will need to link your commission categories to your data products. If you have any other queries relating to the reseller setup, please do not hesitate to contact the DataTill support team or to refer to the manual on the website.